Hello and welcome to Data Watchers. In today's video, we'll be discussing how to protect your smart home and IoT devices from potential cyber attacks. The Internet of Things, IoT, refers to the network of physical devices, vehicles, appliances, and other objects that are connected to the Internet and can communicate with each other. These devices collect and exchange data, allowing for automation and smarter decision-making. However, with the increased connectivity and data sharing comes increased security risks. In this video, we'll give you 5 tips to help you protect your smart home and IoT devices from potential cyber attacks. Tip number 1: Use strong and unique passwords. Our first tip is to use strong and unique passwords for each connected device and change them regularly. Avoid using default usernames and passwords that come with the device. Use a combination of upper and lower case letters, numbers, and special characters to create strong and unique passwords. Consider using a password manager to securely store and manage your passwords. Tip number 2: Keep your devices up to date. Our second tip is to keep your device's software and firmware up to date with the latest security patches and updates. Regularly check for firmware and software updates from the manufacturer. This will help fix security vulnerabilities in your devices and keep them protected. The process for checking firmware updates on an IoT device may vary depending on the device and manufacturer, but generally, you can follow these steps. 1. Identify the make and model of your device. Check the device's documentation or look for a label on the device itself that lists the make and model. 2. Visit the manufacturer's website. Go to the manufacturer's website and search for your device's support page. 2. You may need to enter the make and model information to find the right page. 3. Check for firmware updates. Look for a section on the support page that lists firmware or software updates. 3. If there is an update available, follow the instructions provided by the manufacturer to download and install the update. Alternatively, some IoT devices have an automatic update feature that can be enabled in the device's settings. This will automatically check for and install any available updates. It's important to keep in mind that some IoT devices may not receive updates or support after a certain amount of time. In these cases, it may be necessary to replace the device with a newer, more secure model. Tip number 3: Use a separate network for IoT devices. Our third tip is to use a separate network for your IoT devices and keep them isolated from your main network to prevent unauthorized access to your other devices. Create a separate Wi-Fi network for your IoT devices and use a different password to prevent unauthorized access. Tip number 4: Disable unnecessary features. Our fourth tip is to disable any unnecessary features and services on your devices that you do not use. The more features and services that are enabled, the greater the chance that a vulnerability could be exploited. Turn off any features or services that you don't use or need to minimize the attack surface of your devices. Tip number 5: Invest in IoT security devices. Our fifth and final tip is to invest in a dedicated IoT security device, such as a firewall or intrusion detection system, to help protect your home network and connected devices. Also, be wary of what data your IoT devices are collecting and where it's being sent. Review the device's privacy policy and settings to ensure that you are comfortable with the data being collected and shared. By following these tips, you can help protect your smart home and IoT devices from cyber attacks and enjoy the benefits of a connected home. We hope you found this video helpful. If you have any other tips or suggestions for protecting IoT devices, let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more cybersecurity and data privacy content. Thanks for watching.